Welcome back to Liberty Tree Gaming. We are in the village of Talmberg. In the last episode, we had a lot to do with the village of Pribislivets that we're trying to rebuild. When we began the episode, we had a negative episode or a negative income of like negative 200, and we went around to several places, picked up or secured supplies for the village from all over the map. By doing so, we indebted ourselves to be negative 500 plus groschen per day. We didn't have enough money to support that long term, so we wound up going and selling all the extra loot we could find. Managed to secure enough to get the stone, which was like 3,000 groschen, then build the tavern in Pribislivets, which now has a positive income of all of like 30 groschen per day, which is great. I have no groschen on me and like only 100 in the chest at the village, so we're broke, we're poor, and yeah. So now we're gonna go do some other things. We're gonna let Pribislivets kind of run itself for a little bit, and we're back in Talmberg because I want to go to this quest right here, this quest giver. We have a lot of these quests that have like marked on the map as new, like here, there. So there, we got tons of these quests that we've learned about, but we've not picked up yet. So I think it's time to start knocking some of these off, and hopefully we'll get some good income from it, and also be able to have a fun time. A lot of these side quests.
Away before a guard sees you.
Hush. A lot of these quests are a lot of fun. So we'll go pick this one up first. I believe this one is on the other side of Almerberg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right up over this way. Up the hill. Hey there, Margaret. Can I talk to you? Nope. Just gonna walk around carrying your water. I see how it is. I don't know how many herbs I need, but I want more. Always. Alright, what is this? Hunter? Huntsman. Nick. Huntsman Nicky.
I'm glad to see you.
We'll ask about that later. First off, work?
Master Huntsman, is there any work for me here?
There's always something that needs doing. You're that Scarlet's lad, aren't you? Sir Radzig's lackey.
Yeah, that's me.
That'll be me.
Right. I saw you here shortly after the attack. My word, to get away from Talmberg like that, quite remarkable. It's clear you're not easily scared. So I do have a job for you.
I'm listening.
We've been having terrible problems with poachers lately. In Sir Divish's forests, we've been finding gutted entrails of deer and rabbit nooses all over the place, but no sign of the bastards who put them there.
And you want me to track down the poachers?
Indeed. Whatever you learn will be useful to me.
Alright then.
Do you suspect anyone?
Well, it's hard to say, but seeing how much harm they're causing, I'd say they're no crofters looking for a Sunday roast.
Is that not what you're here for?
Shouldn't you be dealing with the poachers yourself?
I should, you're quite right. But when I ask the local folk anything, their mouths close up like clams. They're more scared of me than the devil.
Do you think the locals are in on it?
Well, I don't know, maybe. But even if not, they'll never talk to me. They're scared I'll dig some skeleton out of their cupboard. You know, the smaller the village, the bigger the secrets. That's why I need an outsider to ask for me.
I understand.
Sure, let's do it.
I'll try to find out something about them. Any advice about where to start?
Certainly. Ask around the village. Somebody must have seen or heard something. And it wouldn't hurt to ask in the inn in the glade, the one on the road towards Neuhof. I've heard they serve good venison, and no shortage of it.
That's clear enough. As soon as I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Thanks for your help, lad.
Can you train me on my Hound Master?
Training my dog.
Certainly.
I don't have any money. Never mind.
Well, take care.
Yeah, I have I literally have 0 money on me. None. All right, quest log. What do we have? Hare Hunt. All right, so Hare Hunt says we have to find the Talmberg poachers, ask around the village, and check out the inn in the glade. It's optional to find the poachers. All right. The locals won't tell the Huntsman much, so he's asked me to nose around the village and see if folk there know anything. Master Huntsman also has his suspicions about the inn in the glade. They seems they've had venison on the table pretty often lately. Yeah, well, he did ask us to poach for him, so. And we actually did agree to do it, I believe. Well, we will start at this end of the village and then go the other side. Oh. Know anything about poaching?
You health. How may I help you?
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who've been stealing game recently.
What about them?
Well, I wondered if you've got any idea who might be doing it.
Tom of the Baths was mouthing off in the tavern. That's all I know.
Tom of the Baths. Okay. We have seen him. Check out the hearsay about Thomas in the tavern. Innkeeper, you know anything?
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
I've heard Tom of the Baths was mouthing off in here.
So he did. He and Jack Piper were bragging about how they'd make a feast for the village lasses, that there'd be venison roast and enough beer to fill a river. And a few days later, they did come and buy a few kegs of beer from me.
Interesting. Did they say anything else?
Did they have anything else to say?
Not really. I told him to shut up, or someone would hear him and there'd be trouble.
And what did he say to that?
Nothing. He had more booze in him than the castle cellar. He just hiccuped and slid under the table. Piper took him off after that, thank God.
Do you suppose he meant it?
Hardly. He's nothing but a braggart.
All right, I'd best ask him myself.
Well, feel free to ask, but don't believe half what he says.
And who's Jake Piper?
And who is this Jake Piper?
Oh, he's Tom's best mate. A decent fellow. They call him the Piper because everywhere he goes, he's whistling on that pipe of his.
Where can I find him?
Well, most likely in the quarry. He lends a hand there to make ends meet.
Do you think Nicholas isn't doing enough?
A master huntsman who lets poachers run wild through his woods? He's useless. He couldn't even stop them hanging a stag's head on his own house.
Right. Thank you, Innkeeper. I'll be going.
This Huntsman's getting, he's lost all of his reputation, hasn't he? Let's ask about this one.
What do you think about all the poaching lately?
What should I be thinking? If they ever catch them, Sir Divish will have them skinned alive. But for that to happen, our master huntsman would have to be made of sterner stuff.
Thank you, Innkeeper.
That's what I hear.
I'll be going. How are the Talmberg folk getting on? Is it peaceful here?
Things here are not too bad at all.
All right, then. So now we need to find out what happened to Thomas from the Bathhouse. Call it to Jake Piper. All right, so optional is to find out at the Bathhouse. Folk in the tavern told me Thomas from the Bathhouse really was bragging there that he would put on a venison feast for the local girls. I should ask him in person. Well, the Bathhouse is right here, so we'll go there first. Maybe we'll get a quick bath too. It's been a while. And since I don't have to pay.
Jesus Christ be praised. How may I serve you?
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who've been stealing game recently.
I don't know any.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted...
I said I don't know any. If you want to know anything, go see Blacksmith's Betty. She saw them feasting in the woods.
Oh, really?
That's all I know. But don't worry, she'll took your ear off. Good luck.
Blacksmith's Betty.
God save. How may I help you, good knight?
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who've been stealing game recently.
If you ask me, there's some questions best left unanswered. But go and see Olena if you're determined. That old gossip will tell you all there is to know.
I'd like to...
So,
get myself fixed up a bit. Have a...
I'm sure you'll be... Goodbye.
Wow, this thing is going like crazy. Look at all these objectives. Blacksmith's Betty claimed to have witnessed some goings-on in the woods. I should ask her what she meant by that. They say the local gossip Olena knows about anything that moves. Might be worth paying her a visit. It's, we can... It's the same one we just talked to.
God be with you.
I think it is. Alright, Blacksmith's Betty is optional. So we'll do D first. That's Tom. I'm gonna talk to him first. Because I want to do the optional things first.
Someone there?
Betty, I need you to come out, please.
Lost something hereabouts?
Good health to you.
I've got a few questions about these poachers.
So ask.
What do you make of this poaching that's been going on?
It's clear as day. Hannikin Hare's back.
Hannikin Hare.
Those antlers on Nicholas's house? Well, we all know what that means, don't we? It's the sign of a cuckold, you mark my words.
Oh my. Wow, there's a lot.
You mean to say his wife's cheating on him?
All I'm saying is she might be feeling the urge. It happens in the best of families.
Who's this Hannikin Hare, anyway?
Hannikin Hare? There was a time he was Master Huntsman here, and Margaret was set to be his wife. But then he got himself accused of murder and fled before they could hang him. Margaret and his job both ended up going to Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the story between Hare and Margaret?
It was complicated. He wanted her and she wanted him too, I reckon. At least for a while. But then she hitched up with Nicholas and now she says she never had a thought of wedding Hannikin Hare.
Well...
So what went on between Hare and the Huntsman?
Those two? There was no love lost between them from the moment Hare arrived. And then Margaret got involved. It was a messy business.
Do you think Hare really killed that man?
Who knows the truth of it now? I did find it all a bit odd. Hare never was much of a hothead. But then again, no one really knew him that well. And Margaret never wanted to speak of it. Wouldn't hear a word about it.
All right.
That's all I need. Thanks. I've got a few questions about these poachers.
So ask.
And I heard you saw something in the forest?
I heard you saw something fishy in the forest.
That's right, I did.
Can you describe what you saw?
It was after dark, I remember that. I went up past the castle along by the clearing, and I saw someone had lit a fire, and there were figures singing and dancing, and I could hear the whistling of a pipe. And I could smell roast meat. It was like a feast of some sort. Only I thought maybe it was some witch's Sabbath, so I was afraid to stay too long in case they saw me.
Well, alright, so they shared the pipe. So it sounds like she did see Tom of the Bass and his friend Jack Piper.
Did you recognize anyone there? Someone from the village, maybe?
No. Like I said, it was dark. All I could see was shadowy figures moving around.
Did you hear any familiar voices?
No. But I heard girls' laughter, goblets clinking, a piper playing. It sounded just like any feast.
Where is the clearing?
A short walk north of the castle. There's a track past the woodcutter's camp that takes you there.
Thanks. What do you make of this poaching that's been going on?
It's clear as day.
That's all I need.
That's it.
Good luck then.
Oh, optional, find out what happened to Thomas from the Bathhouse. Say the local gossip Olena knows about anything that moves. It might be worth paying her a visit. The clearing Betty mentioned is in the woods north of Talmberg, but if I take the route past the charcoal burners camp, I might come across it. I could see if the revelers left any tracks. So what do we have? We have Olena. And that's the clearing. And we have the Inn in the Glade and the Big Piper. So let's go see Olena.
God be with you. God be with you.
Okay, I don't have any money, but she sells boarhide, which I need for a quest. For him, I think. You have anything to say?
What do you need?
I heard you have poacher trouble.
Certainly do. They're running wild around here, and they kill a lot more than they take. Many a time I've seen a carcass just thrown in a ditch.
Why would someone just toss their catch in the woods? It doesn't make sense.
The wagging tongues say they're just doing it to spite the Huntsman.
Do you have any idea who the poachers could be?
If I knew, the bastards would be strung up by now.
Don't tell me you've heard nothing at all.
Well, I did hear that Thomas, that fellow who works at the Bathhouse, was mouthing off recently, saying he'd go and bag himself some game and lay on a right feast for the village girls.
I see. Has anyone seen those poachers with their own eyes?
No, just the dead game they leave behind. But Blacksmith's Betty saw some goings-on in the woods.
Goings-on? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, that's what she said, and I ain't one to pry.
That's what she said.
Why would anyone want to take revenge on the Huntsman?
He's not the best-liked man in the village. We all know that. And then there are those who say Hannikin Hare is back.
Who's Hannikin Hare?
You're not from around here, are you? The Hare's quite the Talmberg legend. He used to be Master Huntsman here once, but then he ran off.
Why did he run?
Well, it just so happens I know the answer to that. Some big important nobleman came to Talmberg around then, and they made a grand occasion of it. And in the midst of it all, Hare had a falling out with some man-at-arms and knocked him in the moat. The poor bugger broke his neck. They picked the Hare up, but before they could take him before the court, he vanished.
Why take revenge on Master Huntsman Nicholas?
Because of Nicholas's wife, Margaret. Hare had his eye on her back then, but she didn't care for him and he was fuming. Well, and after he disappeared, Nicholas got his post.
Alright, so now we can ask Margaret.
Where did he run to?
No one really knows. They say he's hiding in secret tunnels beneath the castle, but that's all fairy tales. It's been years. As I see it, he's underground all right. 6 feet down and cold.
I want to ask... Thanks.
Goodbye.
Okay, so that updated. Found out if Margaret knows something. Need to speak with Margaret. Maybe she knows more about the mysterious Hare. Wow, look at this quest. Thought this would just be a little thing. Okay, map. Alright, Margaret's right there. And Olena's right there. Let's do Olena first. E. Well, I can't help it. I mean, I don't shoot these down very often, but let's see if it's anything good. Another lockpick. Exactly what I needed. Another lockpick. Right, E. She moving? I think she's moving. Guard doesn't know anything. Of course not. He just walks around and doesn't pay attention to anything. Right, so I gotta cross and then go over. Henry, you need to do more cardio. You need more stamina. Been picking flowers too much. Let's do a save, actually. It's been a while. I want to make sure we don't lose progress.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I hear you know lots of stuff.
I heard there are poachers in the woods round here.
If only if it was just poachers. It's that sorcerer, Hare.
Sorcerer?
He's the one who's been running amok. I said he'd be back, and I said he'd be vengeful, and I was right both times.
Okay. Tell me
something about Hare.
Ah, that was all years ago. He turned up here one day. No one rightly knew where from. He claimed up at the castle to be a nobleman's son, and so he got the office of Master Huntsman, and Margaret was promised him for his wife. Nobody could have known he was a sorcerer.
Sorcerer? How did they know about this? How they find out?
And how did his sorcery reveal itself?
Well, he was able to vanish into thin air in the forest right in front of folk. And I've heard it said he spoke to animals, too, though I don't know the truth of it.
That doesn't sound very convincing to me.
That's because you've not seen his marksmanship. It wasn't natural, the things he could do with that bow of his. They say he sold his soul for the gift of it.
I see. How did it go with Margaret?
I'm not one to gossip.
No.
She was a flighty lass in her younger years. She could never make up her mind which one she wanted, the Hare or Nicholas. So in the end, fate decided for her.
What do you mean? What happened with Hare?
Oh, that was quite something. And then some on top of it. Sir Henry of Lipo was visiting here at the castle, and Hare snapped his guardsman's neck with his bare hands. Of course, they found him out. But how do you keep a sorcerer under lock and key? You can't. That's your answer. And that Satan's spawn slipped the net.
Oh, well. It's quite a wild story.
All good gossips know how to tell a good story. That's how they get so good at gossiping, I suppose. All right, what happened with Hare then?
Any idea why he murdered the man?
No one knows, and most likely never will. But they say he was fully in the devil's power. There was a full moon, you see.
Oh, the full moon.
Was he actually seen killing the guardsman?
I suppose so. Else they'd hardly know who did it, would they?
That's probably true. There is one other thing I want to ask. Has anyone actually seen this Hannikin Hare? He seems to exist only as a bogeyman to frighten naughty children.
Oh, he exists all right. But he flits around in the forest like a shadow. They won't be catching him any time soon. But Blacksmith's Betty heard some of their goings-on in the woods.
Goings-on? What's that supposed to mean?
Cavorting and raising hell. Sorcery! Hare meets up with his sorcerer's apprentices, and they feast in the clearing in the woods. In the morning, they turn into ravens and scatter.
Really?
Or so she says.
That's what she says.
Betty for more. Who knows what she saw? Or what she was doing there with them?
Oh my.
I'll ask.
The intrigue. Who does Hare want revenge on?
Who does Hare want revenge on?
Master Huntsman Nicholas, of course.
Of course.
When the Hare disappeared, Nicholas took his Margaret and the Huntsman's posting.
So Nicholas came out of it well?
That one always knew how to land on his feet.
Tell me something.
Ah, that was all years ago. He claimed up at the castle to be a nobleman's son, and so he got the office of Master Huntsman, and Margaret was promised him for his wife. Nobody could have known he was a sorcerer.
Well, I should be going. Thanks for the chat.
Not at all. I always like a good chin wag.
I can tell. Alright, I want to just make sure there's nothing else.
I want to ask what...
So ask.
That's all.
Take care.
Get the speech experience there. Alright, so we still have on this many things to do. We need to talk to Margaret, find out what happened to Thomas from the Bathhouse. I don't know if I should go to Piper first or what. But let's go... Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll go here to the Piper before going any further.
Yeah.
Man, what a quest. This thing has got all kinds of stuff going on here. Hannikin Hare, the sorcerer. We need to find him. Let's go and drink a little bit too. We'll go with the cheap wine. Get this out of our inventory. You? Not you. It's you over there. Mr. Piper.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I need to ask you something about the poachers.
What? Me? Why me, for Christ's sake?
You sound a little nervous there, buddy. Just some idle talk.
They say you were mouthing off in the tavern.
We'd all had a few ales. You know what it's like. The tales get taller.
So you didn't go poaching with Thomas?
My God, no. That would never even cross our minds. Thomas is a bit wild, but I have some sense at least.
Some folk had themselves a feast in the woods recently, and the people who passed by told me they heard a piper playing. You weren't by any chance there, were you?
I was. I don't deny it. But nothing disreputable went on there.
I think you're covering up.
If you're innocent, lying won't help you.
I don't know what you want from me. Nothing wrong went on in that clearing, and I certainly don't go poaching in the woods.
But you do know something about it, and you're keeping it from me. Covering up for a friend, is that it? Very well. Loyalty is a fine thing, but once they discover who did it, then it'll be too late. You'll be in right in over your head, with him.
But I haven't done anything.
Then you have nothing to fear if you tell me what happened.
Exactly.
Right. Yes. There was venison being eaten, but I didn't bring it. Thomas brought that there.
So all that bragging when he was drunk was more than just hot air?
I don't know where the deer came from. After what happened in the tavern, Tom took me to the forest to this hide there. But I was too worried someone would catch us, and I took off.
Yeah. You did yourself a favour. Thomas isn't going to get away with this. So about that feast you had the other day.
What about it?
Who was there?
So who was at the feast?
Just the village girls and us.
Who's us?
Us lads.
Was Tom from the bath there too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was there.
And?
That'll do for now. I need to ask you something about the poachers.
What? Me?
So about...
What about?
So I could threaten him, but I don't think I need to. Maybe I will anyway.
Now listen up, laddie. I don't have time for your nonsense. This whole escapade stinks of poaching a mile off. So you better start talking.
But I'm not a poacher.
I didn't ask you that. I asked what you know about it.
Well, the thing is, if I did know something and told you, the word might get round that I'm a snitch.
If you don't talk, the word might get round that you've got broken legs. Understand?
All right. Yes. There was venison being eaten, but I didn't bring it. Thomas brought that there.
So all that bragging when he was drunk was more than just hot...
All right.
I don't know where the deer came from.
No. You did yourself...
All right, we've seen that before, but that's funny. Word might get around that you got broken legs. It's great. All right, next. So we know we can go. Let's go up there to F, since we're kind of almost there.
Yeah.
Let's go investigate the scene. I don't know how to get up there. Looks like I can probably turn now. I can get through those bushes. Maybe there's a little road or something over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, there's the woodcutter camp. Okay, we'll follow this road for a bit. Now this camp, I think, is where we fought those guys in the last episode. So let's do a save. There. Cumans versus Bandits. That's good. I need the loot. So you guys just go ahead. You just knock each other on out. Got all my gear on, right? No, I don't have my shield. I have a shield on the Cuman shield.
Itt épp egy malacka tévedt a pisztolyülésre.
Wow. Bandit, yeah. Cumans versus Bandits. 1K. Another boar hide. I need that. What is this? Warhammer. Pointy red hat. Nice. Alright. The Cumans may come back, or whoever survived may come back, so let's try to get not heavy real quick. Yep, he's coming back. I see him right there.
Hey, who's there? What's that? What? Hey, who's there?
I think I put my arrows on the horse. Alright, so I have 5 poison ones.
You're dead!
Mom.
Christ!
Gotcha. $1K, nice. 1.3. Oh man, I may actually put this armor on. That hunting sword. Golden spurs, man, this is what I needed right here. Another hunting sword. Oh, Mutt. Trying to give you some praise.
There's the good doggy. That's my...
And some food.
Look what I've got. You'll love this.
I think that means I've got all of the boar hides I need to complete one of these quests or activities. Another better piercing arrow. my arrow. Warhammer, okay. I picked up one of those before and it disappeared on me. Bohemian ear spoon. Weird. Alright, I'm gonna go through and put on the best armor out of all that stuff. I'll probably cut all this out though, because it's gonna take a minute to compare all this stuff. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm not gonna put it on right now, because got just the gloves. I'll do it between episodes and figure it all out, because it's just it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. I need so much money. I'm just gonna take everything I can actually carry. My horse can't carry anymore. Oh no. Alright, let's check out this this place now. I think that was all of the good stuff. Good doggy.
Look what I've got. You'll love.
Just start digging. Let's start digging. Well, that looks like a deer. Can't get out of the hole. Yeah, alright, so I guess that's all for here. Are there more places to dig? I dug that. Definitely is venison. Let's see what the quest log changed to. Searching around the clearing where the feast was held has borne fruit. I found what were clearly the bones of a deer concealed in a hole in the ground. Sure enough, it was the poachers feasting, or at least someone in league with them. Alright, so I think we need to talk with Tom next. I don't know what happened to Thomas from the Bathhouse. So that's what we're going to do in the next episode. We'll ride out there, find Tom, and put him... interrogate him with some advanced interrogation techniques and see what he has to say. Hope you're enjoying. If so, please consider subscribing and leave a like, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, be good.
That's a good boy. That's my boy.